Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We've begun our approach towards London Gatwick, and we expect to be on the ground within about 20 minutes, and at the gate shortly after that, except I'll probably just leave it parked on the grass somewhere because, you know, full lazy mode. We'll see how it goes. We are once again flying in X-Plane 11. We're flying our Boeing 767-300ER Hayward airplane over here, and we are indeed descending at just over 1,000 feet per minute. And we are currently descending towards Arnhem over here, looking to reach flight level 113 by the time we do. We are actually right about on target over here. When we left things off last episode, we were actually, by the end of it, we were almost 1,000 feet below our target, but I expected that we would end up indeed reaching that before the waypoint. Everything seems to be okay. I feel pretty confident about the descent over here. We are going to be, where would I be? Checking that real easy. I was going to say doing the Timba, actually. Timba 3F is going to be our standard approach over here. And there may be some checklists we want to take a look at real quick here. Just to see what is our next. So our descent checklist, pressurization. We've got our landing pressurization set. Pressurization landing. Is that something we set, actually? Climb, descent? I don't know. Whatever. Check. Recall. That's, I expect they mean this recall button. Make sure there's no weird problems. Nope, everything is good. Auto brake. We are indeed going to be setting our auto brake here to, I don't know, 2. So, sort of moderate braking automatically once we land. Landing data, we have indeed gotten that set up. If we take a look at our references here, we're going to be trying to land at 133 knots with 25 degrees of flap. We've done the approach briefing, which is what we did just now. Excellent. So the next thing is going to be the approach. We can indeed check our altimeters. Now let's see if we can get a hold of... no, we can't get them yet. Although, yeah, we have to go and... at 10,000, we are indeed going to have to reset our altimeter, so let's go ahead and...
Foxtrot, Sierra, Tango, Sierra, Echo, Golf, Mike, Delta.
I'm very surprised that we're still on standard altimeter of 29902, so we've already got that set up okay. I don't know. It's a little surprising, but I guess we're not going to check that. Nav aids, I don't actually know what they mean by that. Cabin secure, speed brake. Well, we're not going to be arming that yet. We'll have to come back to you. Did we get a little bit of a shout out for something, some sort of warning? I'm not sure. Okay, we're coming up on 10,000. Now we are in the clouds again. Once we break out of this, we should be seeing... Where are we? Are we still... We're past Arnhem. So that means we are now officially over the south of England. And, you know, I've got to say, England looks as beautiful as it ever does. Just a gorgeous day here. Very classic English weather. Just really... perfect. I mean, I don't think anyone can complain about that. You've got an FMC message. What is it? Drag required. Is it? I don't think so. We'll see. So, we are slightly above the line and getting there. We may have to engage a little bit of speed brake, because if you look, like, we're at full idle, effectively. This is pulled back as far as it can. I mean, obviously, it's still auto throttling.
X-ray, Papa.
That's the problem with tuning your radio, then you get spammed at. There you go. You go away. I don't want to hear anything anymore. Yeah, we're above and getting a little bit more. Maybe we'll go ahead and we'll apply... oops. I think I just dialed something here. Okay. There we go. We'll engage some speed brake here. So we can take a look. Speed brakes. Massive little flappy things come out here to add some drag, and indeed it's actually having to speed up because of the counter here, but and it's going to pull back on the throttle, so obviously we speed brake too long. I really didn't need to apply drag yet there because we were still, I think this is 100 feet differential, so we're really close to the line we're looking to do, and we're trying to get to Larnac. Let me go ahead and change the view here to be zoomed in a little bit more. And a wee bit more. There we go. By the time we hit this beacon here, we want to be at flight level 074. That's 7,400 feet above sea level. and we're well on our way. We're pretty much pinned in. Everything looking really good over here. Very content with things. So, we will have ILS at some point. I don't think there's anything I have to hit. We're not, you know, we're nowhere close to doing the localizer thing yet. Probably when we make our turn to Timba. After that, it's all straight. Oh, sorry. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's not. So by somewhere around here, we should be maybe hitting the localizer. All right, let me think. Let's pause for a second. And let's bring up a page for us. What page do I want to bring up? I want to bring up this here. Bam. Okay. So this is our route. So we are somewhere here. This is Arnhem right here. This is the Timba spot. After that, there's May. That's May right there. And that's the last thing before London Gatwick. And we will be traveling 305. Let's go and double check that. 308 to May. And then we're supposed to turn north until we're 9 nautical miles north of May. And then we can turn 286 to CI26L. Then FI26L. These are just like markers. And then finally the landing here, 5 nautical miles out. Okay, so it'll be somewhere after that, I guess, that we're going to be picking up the localizer. But we'll see. Okay, I'm still in monitor capture, so I should turn that off. Go back to game capture. Excellent. Okay, hopefully we've got that all straightened out. Still got the altimeter set right now to 4,000. I could, and I mean, at that point, we should capture the glide scope by then. But I guess I can set this limit to 2,000. So we actually will not drop below 2,000. Drag required. Well, not really. And clear. I'll not worry about it yet. We absolutely will not drop below 2,000 without picking up a localizer. So here's the actual south of England. Clouds above us. Beautiful countryside below us. Channel over to our left. Ooh, a little bit of sun. Oh, we're making a turn! Unless I've hit a wrong button and all of a sudden we're going bonkers. No, we are indeed making the turn towards Timba now. And you can see it on here exactly what's going on. A right turn to Timba. Which probably is short for some other darn city name. Let's take a screenshot here. Oh, lovely. How nice is that? Oh, gorgeous. It is awfully flat here. There's a little shouting running in it. I don't know if it's like when it changes this. There's some sort of warning where it shouts out from time to time. I don't know. Is there another PA I can do? I guess we do the before landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few
really
minutes
quiet.
our aircraft will land at the destination airport. For your safety, we ask you to remain seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. When preparing to depart, please make sure to take all your personal belongings with you. Attention international travelers, if you are continuing your flight, follow the signs to international transit area.
Here's the PA volume. Well, I think it's as cranked as it can be. So, I don't know. Alright. Good enough. Alright. So, we are a little over where we want to be, but not by much. Crossing Timba here. Our goal at Timba is to be at 4,000 feet above sea level. And we're going to be a bit more than that. VNAV speed's good. Yeah, we're still got basically no throttle, no flaps out or anything. That's okay. We are coming in on May. But that's alright. So it's probably going to be after this where we really want our speed to drop. We'll start hitting... Oh, that's interesting. There must be a speed restriction right around here. Because we're going to be going at 170 knots. And then back up to 190. There must be a speed restriction. And there's our flap deployment sort of limit there, so we can start to reissue once we get to about 210. So yeah, after CI-26. So, idle VNav speed, LNav command. No dots, no dots. I want to make sure. I'm not always perfect at catching when we actually find the localizer. Okay, I guess it's... We definitely could use a little bit more drag. I'm not going to disagree with the FMS this time. So we're going to go ahead and put out the speed brakes. And then you can see now we are catching up to that a little bit. And there we go. Much better. Just a wee bit of speed brakes. What do we got outside? Because the road out that way. Now, most of the roads, the highways, I believe will be accurate. Kind of disturbing that every time... Hey, there's a city over there. Every time I go outside, the plane decides to flip over. But there's a lot of turns to be made here on this procedure. There's sort of accepted ways to come in and out. That way the controllers know what to expect. We're not going to smack into other planes. We're all right. So presumably this is the, basically we're heading straight north. We're actually going straight to May right now. Oh no, that's our I think this is like you punch in a waypoint. So May was right here. May's an actual nav beacon. We're going to be 9 nautical miles beyond that. Now, if we were doing this, we could tune into these various VORs, these various beacons, these whatevers over here, and actually, you know, be on the 003 radial. I mean, this is all being run by just freaking GPS and automation and things like that. But it would be fun to do this, to repeat this exact same... Huh? To repeat this exact same flight... Again, it keeps shouting at me for something. With the older plane, drag required, yeah, in a second. With the, what am I thinking of? Flight configuration. With the FJS 732 twinjet. This is a 737-200 twinjet, which is an old model, like 1965 plane, without any of these manual things. We have to tune to all the radios. And it would be extraordinarily challenging for me to keep up with all this, but I could certainly try. So yeah, we're a little bit above where we should be, but it should be okay. So if I put on localizer mode now, does it like cancel out the regular VNAV? Arms disarms, captures lock, stays lock in both FM. That's something I'm not sure about. Oh, we've got something. See, we're finally getting some stuff. I'm gonna complete this turn and then go and hit that button. We're definitely too low. You know what? I'm gonna go into localizer mode now. Still got LNAV. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna look to lock into that, but I don't want to drop any more than this. There. Not until we lock this on, because our localizer is actually well above us. So, and this thing's to the left. Now we're gonna make the turn, and really we could put on approach mode, I think, whenever we get the horizontal sort of locked in. We definitely need to kill some speed here. Oh. Yeah, whoops, that was the wrong thing. I'm going to kill speed this way. Well, I guess we're flying level, so maybe not. That's below, that's above. Everything's confused. There we go, the lock is on, so... Well, it's trying to. It's overshooting a little bit, but it's trying its best. Put it on approach mode. Turns on all these. I want to cancel VNav and go into speed mode. No? Yes? No? Interesting. Maybe I did this too early. No. I'm sure we're fine. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm crazy. It's definitely not following the previous turn directions, though, I can tell you that much. And yeah, for VNav, or vertical navigation, we're above. But for our glide scope, we're below. But there you go. It's coming in now. And I think it will lock on. There it is, glide scope. VNAV turns off. Speed control is on. Perfect. Okay. So we should reference our not this. 133 is where we're going to want to go. I mean, we still got a while to go. We got a distance? DME somewhere? Oh, no. But we're all right. We can dramatically slow down. Holy crap. We're going way too fast, even with no thrust. Go, land 3. There's our... There we go. Flaps out. How come we're going so goddamn fast?
1,000.
Yeah, we're 1,000 feet. Like, something was really weird. We're too fast. Too everything. Gear not down. Yep. Gear's going down now. It's fine. Because, like, we're going so fast. Maybe we're still supposed to go around in a pattern. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I locked on too soon. Okay, 2 red, 2 white. That's good. Wait for more flaps. Speed brake is extended, which is currently okay.
500.
Speed brake is now armed. More flaps coming down. We are now coming in on 20 degrees flap. We need 25 still. There we go. We got 25 is coming down now. This is way too late. And our speed is supposed to be 138. All right. It was a little bit hairy.
100.
My plane.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
You said 10. I think you're lying. There we go. Acceptable landing. I think that might have been lying, because it felt like we still had a long way to fall after that. But alright. Let's go and bring in the flaps again. It's probably something else I forgot to do pre-landing. Sounds like me. And we have cleared the runway. Acceptable landing. G-forces 1.669. Yeah, not the softest, but certainly not that bad. Our vertical landing was 1.2 meters per second, which honestly, I've played enough Kerbal to think that that's pretty good. There we go. So we've come off there. We'll get our taxi instructions. I was probably supposed to leave on the other side or some damn thing. I don't know. But we have arrived at Gatwick. We didn't kill anyone on this particular flight, which is great. How much fuel do I have left? Oh my god, I've 15,000 pounds of fuel left. So we used... Hold on. So we used 5,000 pounds of fuel because we left with what, 20,700, and we got 15,000 pounds left. So yeah, this we had. I mean, you need the overkill because you need to have what, up to 1 extra hour of fuel for maybe emergencies and to reach a secondary landing point if there's bad weather or some horrible thing has gone on or many different things. But whew. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of me semi trying to be vaguely competent at flying an airplane using the FMS. I'm a little confused as to what was going on near the end there. I'm sure that I did something wrong. Maybe there was supposed to be another sort of loop around or whatever, because it sure as hell felt like we still had a lot of speed and very little time to deploy the flaps and everything. And it felt like we were... Like, it felt like we normally, I would have expected to have intercepted things further and a little higher away, basically. It felt like we intercepted the thing like we were 4 miles out, and just, well, like, effectively about 2,000 feet above ground level. Whereas normally it's like, you're like 10 or 20 nautical miles out, and, you know, 5K or more. But, well, we made it. We didn't die. All the passengers are in one piece, and hopefully we'll get paid today. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.